Hello, everybody. I am so excited for this. You have no idea. Oh my god, we're starting the epilogue of Higurashi, known as Saikoroshi. Oh my god. One thing I want to know. Can you guys hear the cicada sounds coming from Higurashi Rei? Because the original version, because there's no options menu in the beginning. I need to know, hello Nagels? Hello Apparition? Oh, it's so great to see you. Before we start, I need to know, can you guys hear, Higurashi sounds, as well as the background music? No cicadas. Okay, so that's great, because there is no options menu. Hey, away. There is no options menu in the original Higurashi Rei. That was amazing! That was amazing, Mr. Pigeonhole! Oh my god! That was amazing! I really wish I could have shared that on stream. Oh my god! Maybe next time. Maybe next time. I think I'll start with that. Because that was amazing. I think I'll start with that next time. Hello, Jamtron! Nice to see you. So yeah, apparently muting it in Windows worked. Because you guys cannot hear the cicadas now, right? Right? Hello? You guys can't hear it. Or can you? Please tell me, so, well, first of all, great, Jam, great. Okay, so, I'll just jump right in then. Giving a little introduction. This is the first episode of, the epilogue to Higurashi called Saikoroshi, part of a little compilation called Higurashi Rei, which is itself much shorter than your average Higurashi chapter, but Saikoroshi is the longest of the three that together compiled Higurashi Rei. I'm so glad you guys could hear the music well, because this is some beautiful music. Some beautiful background music right here. I really love it. And this is supposedly the epilogue to the whole Higurashi series. It's very short from what I've heard. And we're going to do this one, and it should take about 2 streams from what I've heard. And there's another one after it I'd like to do that people said I would really like. Which unfortunately we won't be able to use the PS3 version for, because it's very different. But I've also heard it's very short. It's 1 stream long around, so that'll just be with the original. So but you know what? Let's jump right into Saikoroshi, see how everyone's doing in July of 1983. Worst of the selected. Oh, I get to choose. Wait, Higurashi is the strongest stalker wife? Wait, are you serious? Wait, what? Oh my god, I gotta read this. read this first. Hold on. For Higurashi, the description. Story of an unusual uproar. The club activity members find themselves in the power of a strange treasure that grants a mutual love between two individuals. The Magatama Furuza. It's okay if you don't play it. Oh my god. For another fragment of story, please play the Daybreak. So I've heard of Daybreak. Higurashi Daybreak is a Higurashi action game. But let's first go to Saikoroshi, which is the canon one here. This is the story of Frederica, who celebrates the summer of Showa 58. The power to choose from one of many worlds. Is this world truly the best world of them all? Difficulty is malicious. Oh my god. Oh god, what's going on? It may not be to everyone's liking. Okay. Bread came falling from the sky. Another complained because it was not meat. Meat came falling from the sky. Another complained because the bread was better. God came down from the sky. Until he understands what makes everyone happy, for the time being, he'll make water fall from the sky. Interesting. Okay, so we're... Oh, wow. I think I know what that's referring to. What, 5D Rika's... oh, wow, the font is different in this one. A lot bigger in the original here. That's probably referring to 5D Rika's little timeline shenanigans. I bet that is what we're gonna see, what happened when Takano's motivation was completely removed. She lived a completely different life as Miyoko. So, are we gonna get to see that world? What happened in that world? Let's see. Sorry if my throat sounds a little hoarse today, by the way. The cicada's cries are getting louder and busier with each passing day. That eternal June was abnormally hot. In spite of it being June, it was already hot enough to make you believe that summer had arrived. However, it was only June after all. Yeah, I'm looking at the options here. There isn't even an options menu here. This seems older than Matsurubayashi, because there isn't even an options menu. However, it was only June after all. After that, when July finally arrived, it made us feel much more like we were actually in summer. Today was like a dream in which everyone went to the pool to play. Okay, so it's not. It looks like it's a direct continuation of the happy days from after Matsurubayashi. At a glance, it seemed like a common, whimsical desire. However, I don't think I need to remind you that my journey to get here took me 100 years. Okay, so Rika perspective. But I shouldn't forget. Even if it's a normal day for everyone else, the time I spent to obtain a simple day like this is mind-boggling. Since I'm able to grasp that, I'm able to feel truly happy when looking at these peaceful days, even though they look ordinary to anyone else. Yeah! I, Sunazaki Miya, will forever regret not bringing a camera today. Rana doesn't need a camera. I've already burned the scene into my eyes. Oh my god, baby girl, yes, oh my god! If I close my eyes, Keiju-kun's cute first yoga swinging around in my mind. Hey! You don't need to imagine it. You don't need to remember something like that.
ヤスリで削り取ってくれるわ。
I'll file your eyelids off so you can't close them.
プールに行くのに水着を忘れるなんて自業自得じゃありませんの？
Forgetting your swimsuit when going to the pool. You deserve this.
そしてうさんくさい海パンを履いて大騒ぎなんて初めから終わりまで全部自業自得でございましたよ。
Anyway, making such a fuss about putting on those shady trunks from beginning to end, you deserved everything.
ケイチはミーに感謝した方がいいのですよ。
You, Kate, you should be grateful to me.
もしミーが白鳥さんのパンツを持ってきてなかったらきっとすっぽんぽんで大変なことになっていたのですよ。
Oh my god! If me hadn't brought those swan underpants, it'd have been a problem with Keiji's furry seal swinging around. Oh my god! Jeez.
ミパ
Meepa!
いやいや、実に愉快だったよ。
No, no, that was a lot of fun.
今日のプールは特に何も予定してなかったんで、たまには静かにお水遊びができるかななんて思ってたら
For today's pool trip, I didn't try to plan anything special. I'd even thought I'd wonder if once in a while we could just play together peacefully.
やっぱりこのメンバーじゃ何も起こらないって方が不思議だもんね。
But with club members like these, having nothing happen would be a miracle.
いや、それだけは断じてありえね
No, definitely. There's no way that could happen.
え。何も予定してなかったらあんな恥ずかしい白鳥のパンツをわざわざ持ってくるわけねえだろ。
I'm fine for now, Oe, by the way. Thank you for worrying. I feel okay for now, so don't worry. If you hadn't had anything planned, there's no way you'd have purposefully brought these embarrassing swan underpants.
何か口実をつけて俺に履かせようと企んでいたに違いねえ。
I'm damn sure you plan to use some excuse to make me wear that.
でもとっても楽しい一日だったからレナは大満足だったかな
Oh, today was a very fun day. Serrano was totally satisfied.
そうですわね。
That's right.
その点につきましては同感でございましたよ。
I think today was a perfect use of our time. Satoko turns her smiling face to me, seeking my agreement. So I smiled back at her with a grin that did not lose to hers and showed just how much fun today had been. Ah! Everyone, while looking back at the events that transpired at the pool today, wraps up the winding path home by bicycle. Since there is no pool in Hinamizawa, we went to Okonomiya's municipal pool. And since there's a height difference between Hinamizawa and Okonomiya, it's a very nice ride we go downwards to Okonomiya. However, when the way back up is quite a long ways up. To the peppy kids of Hinamizawa, it's not that hard of a climb. Even so, the ride up the long and steep hill naturally becomes silent as we focus on pedaling. Watching everyone pedal in silence like this, I think it may be better to poke fun at them. To me, poking fun at Satoko in times like these is so much fun you could even call it a career. Oh! Look at that beautiful CG! Oh my god! I strongly push the pedals, and when I catch up with her bicycle, I poke the silently pedaling Satoko in the shoulder.
うわだった
What ah!
リカ
Rika!
み
Oh! After making fun of Satoko, I increase my speed. Naturally, Satoko also increases hers and chases after me. Satoko struggles to poke me back somehow, but she's just not fast enough. We quickly accelerate and pass the other club members.
何競争
What is it, a race?
おじさんも負けないよ
Uncle Mion won't lose.
道路でふざけちゃダメ。
You shouldn't play on the road.
リカちゃん、さとこちゃん、危ないよ。
Rika-chan, Satoko-chan, it's dangerous. This is a public road. Occasionally there's a little bit of traffic. But since we've lived in this area for a long time, we know that there are almost no vehicles at this hour. Oh, hello, Nee! Oh, it's nice to see you.
リカ、
Rika!
車が来ましたよ。
There's a car coming.
に
Yeah?
その手には引っかからないのです。
I'm not gonna... Oh, that's, Rika saying, I'm not gonna fall for that trick. So when Satoko said that, I thought it was to distract me so that she could catch up. Oh, wow, that's cool. Yeah, I think I saw the manga. I didn't read it, of course, but, I think, Saikoroshi is just one big volume of manga. So yeah, it is pretty short. So when Satoko said that, I thought it was to distract me so she could catch up. A car horn. Oh, for fuck's sake! Rika, if you die here after all that shit, I swear to fucking God. Hearing that, I realized that Satoko's warning wasn't just a joke. But since the horn was so sudden, I was completely startled. Oh no. Looking right in front of me, there's a truck right there. I hastily jerked the handlebars. The movement was very violent and sudden, enough to pull my body down. While my body falls forward, I realize I'm floating in the air. Oh shit. The smell of powder that makes you feel you're about to get hurt tickles my nose.
Rika!
Oh no, Rika! I can hear Satoko scream. No, it's an unrealistic feeling. I was just about to say that, Jam Chad. I was just about to say that. If Rika gets isekai into a new fucking series, I swear to God. It's an unrealistic feeling I could describe as feeling like I could hear a scream. Facing my airborne figure, the truck approaches. I can't even begin to comprehend the idea that this kind of scene is being thrust before me, but that sense of unreality probably lasts only a second. Not even the time to say "ah" was given to me. Oh, fuck. Oh, for fuck's sake. Rika! Are you fucking kidding me? Did you just get isekai'd? Oh, God. Seriously! I can hear the cries of the cicadas in the distance. I was harboring refreshing and affectionate feelings, wanting to hear them forever. Before long, that silence is broken. The noisy sound of approaching footsteps brought my consciousness back to reality. When I realized the cries of the evening cicadas are gone, what fills the room instead is the voice of the early cicadas. Could it be that, all the time when I thought I was hearing the voice of the cicadas, it was just a dream? I was on a bed, a ceiling I'm not familiar with. Oh, like Evangelion. Where am I? There's a small desk inside the room and shelves of various medicines. A smell of medicine I can remember. In addition, the merry voice of the children mingled with the voice of the early cicadas. Immediately I understood. This place is the school. I'm on the bed of the school infirmary. Oh, she's in the school. Oh, God. Okay. Thank you, Nagels. I was wondering if they translated Higurashi as cicadas. The door opens and Chie shows up. And behind her, Satoko. Huh? My face becomes pale, because standing there was a face that should not exist.
大丈夫ですか、フルデさん。
Are you alright, Furude-san?
よかった。
Ah, I'm so relieved.
本当に心配しましたよ。
I was really worried.
もうすぐ診療所の先生が来てくれますからね。
The doctor from the clinic will arrive soon.
まだ横になっていてください。
Please keep on resting there.
よかった。
Nani the fuck? What? Wait, what? He's awake? Oh my god! Oh, this is really the happiest ending then. Yes, alright! Oh my god! Okay, I forgot this Satoshi voice. Hold on, jeez. What a relief.
本当に心配したよ。
We were really worried. My face was already pale. In a blank amazement, I gazed away at his face while he spoke words of concern. Oh my god! That was a person who should not exist in the year of 1983.
サトシ。
Satoshi?
大丈夫？
Are you alright?
まだ調子良くないみたいだね。
You don't sound too good.
先生が来てくれるまで横になっていなさい。
Rest there until the doctor comes to see you.
それより、北条さと子さん、
Leaving that aside, how does Satoko-san?
どこに隠れました？
Where did you go? When Chie turns around in the corridor and screams, a sulky Satoko unexpectedly shows her face.
私、そんなに強く投げてないもん。
Wait, how in the hell is Satoshi? And why would he greet Rika? Okay, she must have gotten isekai'd, or this is all a dream or something, but... Wait, what? Jeez. Okay, so... I'm trying to just theorize for a second. 5D Rika, or I guess that is really Burncastle, was experimenting with different worlds. She was being a little creepy, honestly, at the very end of Matsuri Bayashi. And, but this is the one we no, wait. No, the one we saw was when Takano wasn't, motivation was taken away, so she could have made a world where Satoshi came back. But then did Rika just get blasted into a new world? Oh, that's really sad. Oh god, jeez. Either way, I'm glad that, wait, didn't throw it, wait. I didn't throw it that hard.
フルデさんが大げさなだけだもん。
Furude-san is just making a big deal out of nothing.
そんな謝り方はありません。
That's not an apology.
ちゃんとフルデさんに謝りなさい。
Apologize to Furude-san properly. In Satoko's tone and mood, I felt a niggling feeling of discomfort. Looking at the circumstances up until now, you'd imagine that Satoko did something to me. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. So yeah, I think she got isekai'd or something. Oh god. And as a result, I was carried into the school infirmary. That's what it looks like. But I didn't fall off my bicycle on the way back. But didn't I fall off my bicycle on the way back from Okonomiya with everyone and lose consciousness?
ほら、さと子さん。
Come on, Satoko-san. Chie calls Satoko with a teacherly tone. Chie used to call Satoko as Satoko-san before Satoshi disappeared. as it was a period where there were two people, Satoko and Satoshi, with the Hojo surname. In other words, this is before June of 1982. Then this place is a world of the past. Oh, shit, fuck. Oh my god. I would fucking lose it. Honestly. I would be fucking screaming my head off, cursing, and oh my god. If she got blasted back again. And a full year again. Oh god. Is the world of the past? Have I gone back to repeating worlds again? A shiver runs up my spine. I jump past the barrier of June of Showa 58, or 1983. I overcame all of that suffering, and now once again I'm back to a world of the past. The dead end of Showa 58, which I had already challenged and finally defeated after more than 100 years. Will I have to defeat it again? Certainly I did learn many things and defeated fate through my power, but I had to count on lots of luck as well. There's absolutely no guarantee that after challenging the June of Showa 58 once more, I'll be able to defeat it again the same way. I think you can even learn a few things from last time and do it even better. Honestly. Oh no. In other words, I was probably hit by the truck back when I was riding the bicycle and ended up dying. And then, just before dying and denying death, the world probably rewound. The way my memories were unrealistically interrupted certainly resembles what happens when I cross worlds. Then, once again, will I have to return to my very long journey? It can't be. It means how dreadful that can be. Can that be? I think it should say, because I think that's a typo. As I gradually come to understand it, I start to hallucinate, as though my field of vision becomes distant. This is unimaginable. Oh god. And the music too, oh my god. I still haven't come to terms with how frightful what's happening now is.
ほら、サトコ。
Come on, Satoko.
謝らないとダメだよ。
You have to apologize.
グルテさん、後ろからボールをぶつけてごめんなさいでした。
Furude-san, thank you for... I'm sorry for throwing a ball at you from behind.
だってぼんやり突っ立ってて邪魔だったんだもん。
I mean, you were staring off into space and got in the way. Wait, what? Wait. Furude-san. Does Satoko call Rika Furude-san all the time? I thought, no, she always just says Rika. Oh, fuck. What the fuck did you just do, Burn Castle? Oh no. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, please. Oh god, oh god. Oh fucking god, oh no. Oh god, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Oh god, no. That's true. Oh god, wait. Satoko apologizes in a strange tone. No, those are far from words of apology. They sounded more like a literal excuse. With a face that says, "Is this apology enough then?" she looks at Chie and Satoshi's faces. Somehow it seems that Satoko didn't feel like apologizing for hitting me with the ball, because I was not being reflected in Satoko's eyes. Where's timeline? What the fuck did you do, Berncastle? Inside Satoko, my existence is null. Even in previous worlds, she didn't happen to treat me so coldly. Yep, that's it. Berncastle changed something on this loop. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on? Oh my god, oh my god. Is Berncastle gonna be the new enemy? Wait. How could they possibly... She surpasses even gods. How can they possibly defeat her? Oh god. No, Satoko's tone is strange to begin with. Somehow, from what I've gleaned here, it doesn't look like I've gone back in time to a point where Satoshi is here. But some other strange things I can't understand are happening. That discomfort I was feeling while I was listening to Satoko's strange speech, while hearing Japanese much more polished than that of the Satoko I know well. Satoko made an expression that said, since I recited those stereotyped lines of apology, this might be enough, and then rushed out to the corridor with that face. Looking at the clock, we were right in the middle of lunch break. Time to play is precious. She probably wanted to go back to the schoolyard as soon as possible. With such an atmosphere about her, when she turned her back and dashed off, Satoko's figure looked very cold and sad. If the Satoko I knew well had hurt me to the point where I'd be carried to the school infirmary, she'd probably stay with me the whole time. In the end, until her footsteps disappeared, Satoko did not make any eye contact with me. Oh no! It's not like she hates me. She doesn't care about me. That's the impression I got. What's happening here? First, I need to know what year and month it is right now. Hanyu is nowhere to be seen. Without anything like a calendar to know that, it's unlikely I'd be able to find out the present time. If you asked a normal person what year and month it is, they'd probably make a strange face. There's one thing I've come to learn in my long journey, is that I'd better not ask questions carelessly. So I think I'll keep these questions to myself for now.
ごめんね、リカちゃん。
I'm sorry, Rika-chan.
サトコには後でよく言っておくよ。
I'll have a good talk with Satoko later.
きっとリカちゃんが寂しそうにしてたんで、遊びに誘ってあげたかったんだよ。
Since Rika-chan looks so lonely, I'm sure she just wanted to invite you to play. Me?
ありがとうなのです。
Thank you.
もう気にしてませんのでいいのですよ。
You don't need to worry anymore. Satoshi is apologizing in Satoko's place as her brother. His mood is no different from the image of Satoshi I knew well.
そう。
I see.
じゃあ僕はもう行くから。
Then I'll get going.
ありがとうなのですよ、サトシ。
Thank you very much, Satoshi. Waving his hand lightly, Satoshi turned around and went out of the school infirmary. In his place, I could hear a different set of footsteps getting near. The pace and the weight of the sound are not that of children. Probably it's the director that she had called.
ああ、先生。
Oh, doctor.
急にお呼びしてしまってすみません。
I'm sorry for calling you suddenly.
さっき意識が戻ったところなんです。
She just recovered consciousness. It's probably idiot, right?
そうですかね。それはよかったよかった。
That's not idiot's voice. Oh god, what's going on? I see. That is a relief, a relief. A throaty voice. Is it not idiot? The man who abruptly appeared was a man I had never seen before at the clinic, or rather at the Irie Institute. He was a strong-nerved man of a large build, that overbearing figure with a touch of roughness and an unshaven face was something one wouldn't forget after a single meeting. In spite of that, I have no recollection of that face, but he is wearing a white robe, and Chie called him a doctor of the clinic. Then he must be a physician from Irie Clinic. However, I've never met this man before.
やあリカちゃん、
Yeah, Rika-chan.
災難だったな。
What a calamity.
ボールがぶつかったのは後頭部？
Did the ball hit you in the back of the head?
ちょっと見せてもらっていいかい？
Could you let me see for a minute?
Me.
Me. Without waiting for my reply or anything, the giantess physician gropes at the back of my head. His touch is uncouth, totally different from Irie's delicate fingers.
今度は目を見せてくれるかい？
Could you show me your eyes now?
大丈夫みたいだな。
Huh, they look all right.
何か頭痛とかはするかい？
Do you have a headache or something?
酔うとか平衡感覚がおかしいとかあるかな？
Are you feeling sick or off balance?
ないのです。
I'm not.
多分大丈夫とは思いますけどね。
Okay, I think you're probably all right.
念のため診療所に連れて行って脳波を見ましょ
Just to be sure, I'll take you to the clinic and check your brainwaves.
う。まあわしの見たところ問題なしですな。
Well, the parts I saw have no problem. The physician heartily laughs like that, scattering saliva around. Chie also made a relieved expression, for she took that as a sign there were no problems.
そうですか。
I see.
では、念には念ということで、よろしくお願いいたします。
Then just as a precaution, please take good care of her.
フルデさん、先生と一緒に診療所に行ってきてください。
Furude-san, please go with the doctor to the clinic.
午後の診療が始まる前に済ませてしまおう。
All right, I'll get through with it before the afternoon examinations start.
さあ行こう。
Well, let's go. Pushed by the huge and unpleasantly overly friendly physician, and without being able to wipe off the saliva, I am taken out of the school infirmary. I wonder what kind of world this is. From time to time, it just so happened that the rolls of the dice would be so madly different and result in slight variations. However, this is the first time I see a world that makes me feel so intensely uncomfortable. That is absolutely true. Oh wait, he didn't make a sprite for this guy, but for Hibari 13, who had one small scene, he makes a sprite. My God, I still don't get why he didn't make a sprite for Koizumi and Nomura, who were way, way more important than Hibari 13. I really think they should have had sprites. I wonder if the dice is showing some rare result. It's amazing how it makes me feel so much so uncomfortable when I was thinking I knew way too... Okay, this is really awkwardly worded here. When I was thinking I knew far too well about most of the events after repeating worlds for over 100 years. I felt something unfathomable in all the abnormality, and couldn't help but to embrace a strong anxiety. After putting on my shoes at the entrance, I am taken to a car parked in front of the school gate. In the meantime, I steadily watched the back of the big man walking ahead of me and frantically try to remember him. But I couldn't find any memories of him at all. No matter how much I tried to remember him, I have no recollection of this man being in the Irie clinic or even with the stupid mountain hounds. Seeing that Satoshi is here right now is before June of 1982, without a doubt. Usually, Hanyu is with me right after I wake up, and then she tells me what is happening in that world. But in this world, Hanyu is still nowhere to be seen. Hanyu, oh God, what's going on? This is not a normal world if Hanyu is not there. The shining sun, the noisy cries of the cicadas, and the excited screams of classmates, all of them I know very well. But something is different, to the point of being creepy. Exactly. Hanyu, where are you? What on earth is this place? At which point in time is this world? No reply from Hanyu. Then it's fine. I'm sure she'll come flying to me if I go back home and open a wine bottle. She has never failed to try and hinder my elegant moment.
Mii-chan! Hey!
Ah, baby girl's still here! Mii-chan. Take this. Oh, my voice is not that good today. Ha!
甘いね。
How naive.
ドッジボールの鉄則は弱いやつ狙い。
The ironclad rule of dodgeball is to aim for the weak.
私を狙うのは戦略ミスだよ。
Aiming at me is a mistake.
それ、次にとろいやつはお前さ。
Take this. The next weak guy is you. Oh, that's probably Keiji. Ouch, some of the classmates could be seen playing dodgeball. Oh wait, if it's 1982, then Keiji would not be there. So it's some random dude. And Rena must have just moved. Okay. I could see Mion and Rena playing among them. Rena? A World with Rena is after April of Showa 57, 1982. And then Satoshi will disappear from the village after June of 1982. In other words, Rena and Satoshi being here at the same time could only happen during the short period from April until June of Showa 57, or 1982. It seems I did not go back as far in time as I thought. However, it doesn't change the fact that I'll have to repeat June of 1983 again, motherfucker. Will I have to go through those long and harsh days of battle once more? I'll unite with my friends. We'll believe each other, nip the buds of each other's distrust, believe in the miracle, and everybody will fight. While being helped by many fortunate opportunities. Through that process, if there's even one footing missing, the world will be enclosed in tragedy. It's a dead end I once escaped. This will be the second time. So I've already got some of the gist on how to fight against Takano's group. So it probably won't take an absurd amount of time, like a century, to do this again. Even so, I'll certainly spend many long years doing this. Even though I can't stand the thought of going through June of 1983 for even one more day. Even though I had finally arrived at my goal, I feel a despair of being put back at the starting point again. After getting on the big man's car, I sort out the situation I'm in while being shaken about by the dirt road. I was in that day of July, Showa 1983. I was having fun with everyone playing at the pool, and on the way back home, I met with an accident and died. Then the power that I thought would never be used again was used. And now, this world is probably June of 1982. Since it's very hot, certainly there's not much more time until Watanagashi. This means the countdown for Satoshi's disappearance probably has already started. Earlier, that is Uchi's car. That's the car they use for everybody's car. Away. Earlier at the school infirmary, he spoke words of concern to me. But deep in his heart, he is most likely starting to be controlled by a darkness he can't wipe out, afraid of the footsteps of the terminal stage he can't escape. I remember how the Hojo siblings were when I saw them earlier at the school infirmary. As siblings, Satoko and Satoshi have a natural relationship. It probably won't be so natural in a few days or weeks. Certainly I felt hurt by Satoko's somewhat cold behavior toward me. When I remembered that, I couldn't help but feel pity for her. Satoko, at least treasure the time you have now. The relationship between you and Satoshi won't last forever. In all of the countless worlds I've been in, that tragedy has never been overturned. In other words, it's inevitable. I had no choice but to feel sorry for Satoko and her fate. Before long, I can see the building of the EDA clinic.
歩けるかい?
No matter how one looks at it, the clinic is way too good for Hinamizawa. It may just be because my heart is dyed in the color of sadness, but the clinic seems somewhat quiet. The car stops at the staff parking lot before the rear entrance. Can you walk?
具合は大丈夫かな?
Are you feeling well?
全然
Me?
平気なのです。
I'm perfectly fine.
検査なんて大げさなのですよ。
This examination is an exaggeration.
頭はその場では何もなくても、後から突然来ることもあるから怖いんだ。
When it comes to head injuries, even if it looks like there's nothing wrong, I'm afraid that things may happen later.
きっちり検査しような。
Let's do a quick, neat examination.
何事もなければ午後の授業には戻れるよ。
If there's nothing, you can go back for the afternoon classes. He's a man I couldn't identify at first sight, but he doesn't seem to be an unreliable physician. It seems he encouraged me because of my pessimistic face, as if he thought I was worried about the examination. That was an encouragement for the wrong reason, but just knowing he's not a bad man is good enough. The air inside the clinic had an unknown smell to me. The clinic and room arrangement I know were certainly the same, but the atmosphere here feels different somehow. It's completely old-fashioned, and how should I put it? It feels unclean. And I don't know the faces of any of the nurses passing by. The only faces I knew were those of the elders of the village, pleasantly talking while watching TV in the waiting room.
あんで、リカちゃんじゃねえの。
My, if it isn't Rika-chan.
どうしちゃったの？
What happened with you?
風邪？
Is it a cold?
校庭で飛んできたボールが後頭部に当たったんですよ。
A ball came flying and hit the back of her head in the schoolyard.
一応脳波を見ておこうと思いましてね。
Just in case, I thought I'd take a look at her brainwaves.
頭は怖いからね。
It's scary when it's the head, isn't it?
でも若いんだから、ボールの一つや二つ平気平気。
But since she's young, 1 or 2 bumps won't hurt. She'll be fine.
The elders grinned, saying that bumps would be cured if I put saliva on it. That attitude of theirs makes me feel kind of uncomfortable. If they were the people I know, and found out I had a bump on my head for that alone, they would start to rub their rosaries and make a big uproar. Since she's young, 1 or 2 bumps won't hurt. Maybe such a thing is told to normal children, but in my case, it was an especially impossible thing in Hinamizawa. Indeed, I'm feeling very uncomfortable. Something big that I can't ignore is different in this world.
さあ、リカちゃん、
Come, Rika-chan.
入って入って。
Come in, come in.
After the big man from earlier rudely enters the examination room, he calls me in. If I, the Queen Carrier, came to an examination, Irie, the director here, should come out, but he's not showing up yet. The sense of discomfort I'm feeling is growing stronger. At that time, I found something strange. It was affixed inside the waiting room, a notice from the hospital. Oh, fuck! Oh, God! Oh, God! Oh, God! Oh, no! This is the worst timeline. Oh, God. Shit! No EDA. Oh, God. Please don't forget to bring your insurance card for the medical examinations at the beginning of the month. Takano Clinic. Oh no, God, ew, God, oh God, shit. Oh no, God, oh shit, oh God, oh fuck, oh God, oh fuck. Oh God, oh fuck, oh shit, oh God. Oh God. Huh? Takano Clinic. I looked around through many of the other notices affixed inside the waiting room. At the end of all of them, the words Takano Clinic are written. Son of a bitch! Oh, fuck. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Oh, no. There's not even one of them with EDA Clinic written. Where?
リカちゃん、どうぞ。
Where am I?
Rika-chan, come in.
Oh, fuck berries. Oh, no. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Oh, fuck. How is this going to be resolved so quickly? You guys said this was short. This was 3 hours long. What the fuck? There's no way. There is no way.
Rika-chan, come in.
時間ないから早く入って。
We don't have time. Hurry and come in.
I could hear a throaty voice from the waiting room again. Ignoring that voice, I rush outside through the front door. Run! Why? Because I want to know. the name of this clinic. Takano Clinic. Oh god! Shit! Is this Rico's It's a Wonderful Life kind of thing? Oh god. Oh god. Oh no! Oh god! Oh shit! Fuck! Oh, this is the worst timeline! Oh god! Even though it's just the EDA clinic I know well. Yeah, no, it's definitely going to be at least 2 streams. Probably 2 streams. The answer to the discomfort I was feeling intensely since some time ago was right there.
ここどこよ
Where is this place? I feel weak. I sit down gently, and while looking up at that name I've never heard before, all I could do was stare in blank amazement. Yeah, 3 hours of normal reading, and I know I take longer because of the voices. Yep. And reactions, yep. So it'll be 2 streams of this, 3 at most. I don't know how long I remained like that. Soon the big physician from before and a nurse came running. They asked me if my condition got worse all of a sudden, but without giving an answer, I'm depressed and completely indifferent to them. So half carelessly, I cover up by saying that I was just feeling a bit dizzy. However, they seemed to think that dizziness was some kind of symptom. After holding me up, they carried me into the waiting room, attached computer terminals for measuring brainwaves to me, and told me to rest. Me.
本当に何でもないのです
It's really nothing.
めんどくさそうだったので逃げちゃおうと思ったら転んでしまっただけなのですよ
I ended up falling down when I thought about running away because there was a bother here. That's all.
何でもないかは医者が決める。
The doctor will decide if it's nothing or not.
わしがいいと言うまでそこに横になっていなさい。
Rest there until I say you're all right.
いいかね。
Okay?
I feel like the more I talk back, the more it'll complicate things. I decide to follow his orders obediently for now, just so that I can let this situation pass.
先生
Doctor?
入江というお医者はいますか
Is there a doctor called Irie here?
何？
Huh?
誰だって？
Who are you talking about?
入江です
Dr. Irie?
入江？
Idiot.
それはリカちゃんの主治医かい？
Is that Rika-chan's attending physician?
どこの病院だい？
From which hospital?
Our talk didn't turn out well at all. In this world, Irie doesn't exist. Maybe he didn't do much compared to the great and flashy efforts of the other adults like Akasaka and Kasai, but his existence was extremely important. Without his determination to sever the chain of sadness created by Hanamizawa's syndrome, we could even say that Hinamizawa would never be free from his 1,000 years curse. That Irie is not here. Irie was the only ally that knew I was the Queen Carrier, and he's not here. Satoko's uncomfortable tone, and Irie's absence, my only ally in Tokyo. Certainly some creepy dice result was giving me ones. In that case, in spite of my ally Irie not being here, at least Takano should be pulling the strings as always, right?
高野先生はずいぶん前にお亡くなりになられてるよ。
When a bad result comes from the dice, it tends to spiral into a torrent of despair. What? Wait, what? Wait, are they talking about Hifumi Takano?
Dr. Takano died a very long time ago.
この村にこんな立派な診療所を建てられた功績を称えてね。その名を診療所名に残してるんだよ。
It's thanks to him that such a splendid clinic was built in this village. So the clinic was named after him.
Oh my god, they're talking about Hifumi Takano, aren't they?
わしはお会いしたことはないんだが、大変立派な先生だったという話だよ。
Oh my god. They must be. Oh, that's okay. That's not too bad then.
I never met him, but they say he was a great and splendid doctor.
立派な先生ですか。
A splendid doctor, you say?
I wonder if that occult maniac Takano would receive the appraisal of being called a splendid doctor.
Besides, did she die a very long time ago?
When I look around the examining room, I find a photograph of an old person in a picture frame.
Yup, that's it. There was clearly written, Chief Founder, Takano Hifumi. Yup, oh god. Oh my god, Burncastle must have changed a huge amount of shit. What the fuck? Oh god! Burncastle, what the fuck are you doing? Oh god. No. If that's true, then is this a world where Takano Hifumi got funding for his experiment on his own? And he cured the Hinabizawa syndrome a long time ago. That's what I'm going with along. Because Burncastle said she was going to be experimenting with a lot of different world lines. Basically, she's going to be Flowey the Flower, basically. Hopefully with a bit more sanity, but who knows. She did talk about turning Akasaka evil. Oh, God. And, oh, God. So, if he got funding, because they didn't even know him in the real timeline, and if he was able to get funding and cured a long time ago. Okay, OA. Thank you so much for coming. Seriously. Chief Founder Takano Fumi. Okay. You go ahead and have a good time at work. Alright, I'll see you later. You know what? I'm going to take a tiny bit of a break. I will get right back to you guys. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Just getting a bit of honey from my throat. That feels a lot better already. Chikano Hifumi. I don't think Rika ever even knew who Chikano Hifumi was. Did she? Chikano Hifumi. Oh, she does know. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't that the person that man that Chikano respected and called her grandfather? Oh yeah, my throat feels a lot better already. He was the first to discover the Hinamizawa syndrome, but he didn't have his thesis recognized by anyone, and supposedly died in despair. Taking his regrets into consideration, Takano soon becomes strongly determined, and builds a future so solid one could call it fate. And what about that Takano?
鳥の鷹の鷹野さん
Takano-san with the bird kanji Taka?
高い低いの鷹野先生じゃなくて
Isn't Dr. Takano written with the kanji for heights?
わしは知らんがね
I don't know of that person.
看護師さんにもいないし
There's no nurse by that name either. Okay, yeah, so... Is this... Yeah... Oh my god. This might be a good world. In a way that... She literally fulfilled everyone's wishes, so... In that case, I guess she... saved Idie's father from getting into an accident and getting brain damage. So he might not even be a doctor. And, Takano is just Miyoko now. She's not even related to any of these events. She's basically going to be a completely different person. The Takano we know. Takano Hifumi got his thesis. Oh my god. Everyone's dreams are fulfilled. But wouldn't that mean that, if that's true, if this theory holds true, then there were no murders, obviously. Well, the dam won't be being built, so there was never any dam protest to kickstart the Hinamizawa syndrome. And then Rika and Satoko's parents could still be alive. If that's true, and Burn Castle, literally, this is a world where she took care of everybody's problems. Because if Hifumi Takano was able to research the Hinamizawa syndrome that early, then he probably has cured it by now.
Is it
an old nurse who retired before I came here?
違うと思います。
I don't think so.
若い女なのです。
She's a young woman. Huh.
うちにはそんな人はおらんがね
We don't have a person like that here, so...
そんな看護師さんがいたらぜひうちに勤めてもらいたいね
I'd certainly want her to work for me. Ah, boy. By the way, he was hardly laughing. It didn't look like he was lying at all. This man was telling the truth. Then, even Takano is not here. Irie is not here. Takano is not here. The Irie Institute's director and head nurse are not here. What does this mean? Then, who is the director here? I see. What about the Mountain Hounds? The Irie Institute, after all, is a research institution. It wouldn't be established without them to act as its hands and feet.
おこのぎ造園という造園屋さんはありますですか?
Is there a landscape company by the name of Okonogi Landscaping?
え
Huh?
造園屋さん
Landscaping?
さあね
Who knows?
造園屋さんにご縁があったことはないからね
I've never had any landscaping done after all.
ちょっとわかりかねるけど、
I'd hardly know about that.
それはどこの業者さん？
Where are they stationed?
沖宮に事務所があったと思いましたです。
I already thought they had an office in Okonomiya.
うん。
Huh.
なら後で電話帳で調べてみたらいい。
Then you should try to check in the phone book later on.
個人では載せない人もいるけど、会社とかなら大抵は載ってると思うがね。
Anybody remember phone books? I know I'm really old, so I remember them. Anybody here remember phone books? Those big books with a ton of yellow pages filled with phone numbers. I always thought they were very annoying to look through, and nowadays they're completely irrelevant. Yep, the yellow pages. Oh, good. Woo! I'm not as old as I think, or rather, you guys are close in age to me, closer in age to me than I thought, which is very good. There are some people. Oh, it's the guy talking. There are some people who don't put their phone number in there for privacy, but if it's a company, they're usually mentioned there. Could it be that in this world, the Irie Institute does not exist? In other words, the dead end does not exist to begin with. I don't understand what's going on anymore. Which dice is giving me a 1 and which is giving me a 6? No, in the first place, is this strange world even the result of the dice? I don't think so. This is Burn fucking around. Oh, God. In the first place, the game board where the piece me is currently placed is different from the one I know. Let's think a bit more optimistically. Perhaps it would be also possible that the person chosen by Tokyo was not Irie, but this man, wouldn't it? Sub 33. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, you know how old I am. Apparition. Ah, jeez. Oh, God. Oh, my throat's being all hiccupy. In that case, does that man know that I am the Queen Carrier? If he does, some things will make sense. The prudence with which he suggested to measure my brainwaves, just because my head was hit by a ball, was because he knew that I am a special existence, the Queen Carrier, wasn't it? Then is this big man playing Irie's role in this world? I read the name card attached to his white robe out loud. Yamamoto.
Yamamoto.
Hmm?
Yes?
He replied to me naturally. It seems there was no problem with the name Yamamoto. Could it be that this man named Yamamoto is the director of the Yamamoto Institute? There's also the possibility that he named the clinic Takano in memory of Takano Ifumi for having inherited his research.
Yamamoto wa Hinamizawa Shokogun no koto wa wakarimasu ka?
Here we go. Okay, some direct answers. Yamamoto might say that, oh, it was cured a long time ago. Yamamoto? Do you know about Hinamizawa syndrome?
南沢なんだって？
Hinamizawa what?
僕が女王感染者だとかわかりますか?
He doesn't know. Oh, that's weird. Did you know that I am the Queen Carrier?
女王様？
Oh, Jill-sama! A queen?
リカちゃんじゃまだお姫様ってところだな。
Then Rika-chan still has the little princess side, huh?
将来は女王様になりたいのかい？
Do you want to become a queen in the future?
そりゃでっかい夢だね。
Huh, that's quite a big dream, huh?
はい、OK。
Well, okay.
もう外していいよ。
I can take the equipment off now.
Interesting. Okay, he has no idea why Takano Hifumi is famous. Okay, so, or what he really did, so it's possible Hifumi cured it before Rika was even born. And that's why there's no Hanyu. Oh god. But if there's no Hanyu, is Rika stuck in this world? But then, stuck might not be Satoshi's alive. I just realized something. If in this world, Burn Castle has solved everyone's problems, then that means Keiichi will never come to Inamizawa. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh Rika, why'd you have to get isekai'd? Oh god. Son of a bitch. It's so weird because you should be happy, like, if that theory is true. Just through this small conversation, I realized that Yamamoto doesn't have anything to do with the Hinabizawa syndrome. Even at the previous EDA clinic, there were some people unrelated to Tokyo, but they were mixed amongst the nurses and clerks in small quantities. Besides, the Queen Carrier came here being carried in. If there are people related to the Yamazawa syndrome, they should come flying to me. And then, the fact that Yamamoto, who came flying to me, doesn't know who I am, what does it mean? I strained my ears, trying to hear where Ide's frivolous laughter would come from. But all I could hear was the sound of the goldfish tank motor and a voice from the TV that can be heard from the waiting room. In this clinic, the figure of the maid man who had ulterior motives in his medical examinations is nowhere to be seen. This was an uncomfortable place whose dust and smell of medicine only made me feel discomfort. I understand. This place is not the clinic I know. This wasn't just a sense of discomfort anymore. Now it was a clear fact. When Yamamoto, who had left his desk before, returns, he informs me I had absolutely nothing abnormal in my brainwaves.
具合が悪いところがないなら学校にもう戻ってもいいよ。
Your health is perfectly fine, so you can go back to school.
もうすぐ午後の診療が始まっちゃうから送ってあげられないけど
My
大丈夫かな？
My afternoon appointments will be starting soon, so I can't see you off, though, alright?
一人で学校まで行けるかい？
Can you go back to school alone?
み
Me?
みーじゃはいかいいえかわかんないよ。
I don't understand if me means yes or no, you know? Somebody, this is the first time somebody ever questions for me! Oh my god.
どっちだい？
Which is it?
はい
Yes, yes.
大丈夫です。一人で学校に戻れますです。
I'm alright. I can go back to school alone.
そうか。
I see.
じゃあもう行きなさい。
Then you'd best get going.
千恵先生には学校にこれから戻ると電話しておくよ。
I'll give Chie-sensei a phone call to say he'll go back to school now. Looking at Yamamoto as he picks up the phone receiver on the desk, the calendar on the table placed sideways catches my attention. Year 1983, June. It is. Satoshi is alive. Well, he's always alive, but I mean... Oh my god. Oh my god. If I'm right, we might see Rika and Satoko's parents. Year 1983. What year of Showa era was this? When the Pacific War ended, it was 1945. Showa 20 or so, subtracting 45 from 83. I'm weak at subtraction with borrowing. Oh, Rika! 83 minus 45 equals 38? In checking calculation, the result is 83, so it's indeed 38. Adding the 20 of Showa 20 to that, we have 38 plus 20 equals 58. Showa year 58, June. Isn't that the same date I was living until a while ago? But, huh? That's absurd. It's Showa 58, and Satoshi is here? I have a feeling that Hinamizawa syndrome was cured a long time ago. Thanks, Berncastle. Oh, God. You wonder how Manga Gamer will do that, Niggles? They'll probably do the same thing. They'll probably just have this be the one and only time that Rika talks about the Showa era. Furthermore, Irie is not here. Takano is not here. Satoko is acting strange. And Hanyu is not here? Where is this? Hanyu, where are you hiding? hurry up and show up saying, "Oh, oh, oh," then tell me what kind of world this is. Oh, God. On the way back to school, I passed by the shopping district. The row of shops is absolutely no different from what I know. But for some reason, signs of people are scarce, and there are lots of shops with the shutters down. The desolate atmosphere feels like that of New Year's Day. It's strange for it to be like this, especially in the season where the voices of cicadas are so noisy. I almost don't pass by anyone, and even when I occasionally pass by an elder, they don't talk to me. If I came across an elder in broad daylight like this, they'd usually ask me if I took the day off for having caught a cold, and they'd be thankful to me in a strange way, rubbing a rosary. That doesn't happen. They react indifferently, like the elders at the clinic. Right now I'm not in the mood for affection, so I'm rather grateful for their indifference. But on top of the discomfort that's already piled up, I can't shake the feeling that it will continue to pile up even more. By the time I came back to school, the lunch break had been long over, and it was already time for afternoon class. I entered through the front door and changed into my indoor shoes. At that time, I once again realized something with a sense of discomfort. There are many empty spaces in the shoe rack. Empty space is different from absence. If you are enrolled, either your indoor shoes or outdoor shoes would remain in the shoe rack. If you are enrolled, either your indoor shoes or outdoor shoes will remain in the shoe rack. Not having either means you're not in the class to begin with. It's possible to take the indoor shoes back home to wash in the weekend, but it's unimaginable for it to be empty in the middle of the day. When I try to count, there are just over 10 pairs of shoes. It's only half the number of enrolled students of the school I know. Now just about everything has become absurd. Nothing is making sense. Readying myself, I open the door to the classroom. Everyone turns their heads around, staring at me. The number of students inside really was half of what it should be. It doesn't mean they're absent, because the number of chairs lined up in the classroom was also half of what it should be. Furuta-san, sit down, please.
はいはい皆さん
Okay, everyone.
授業中ですよ。ドリルに集中して。
We're in class. Concentrate on your math drills. When Chie clapped her hands, everyone returned to their glances to their drills, and I was ignored by everyone. My seat. Satoshi was sitting in the chair next to Satoko. It seemed that that was not my chair. And I wonder where my chair would be. Then I noticed a chair that seemed to have been abandoned, near the window at the rear. By the pattern of the cushion with the emergency hood inside, I understand. This seemed to be the chair of the Fururika of this world. That place was a corner that seemed to have been forgotten by the rest of the classroom. There are no other chairs near. It's a place out of everyone's field of vision. It's a place that doesn't disturb any of everyone's field of vision, whether I'm there or not. Yeah, I was just about to say that. She got the protagonist chair in the back by the window, so she can look out outside the window at people playing in the yard while leaning on her arm that's propped up by her elbow. And then just go and look outside the window and think about things wistfully while waiting to start a big adventure. Oh, Collider, you watched too many anime! Yes, that I have. I really have. I do. It was a chair that seemed to symbolize the discomfort I kept on feeling after I woke up. I sit down, picking up my drill book and surveying the interior of the classroom while pretending to study. Sonozaki Mion was there. Her mood doesn't seem to have changed much. And Rena is also here. Her helpful mood, taking a look at the studies of the kids on the chairs around, also seemed to not have changed. Satoko and Satoshi are studying as siblings on cordial terms. Satoshi teaches her many things as her older brother, but Satoko has a sulky look and didn't seem to be paying attention at all. It's not only Satoko's dislike for the studies. Satoshi also isn't enjoying his plan to take care of her being rejected. But it was kind of pleasant to see them like that. Her cold behavior at the school infirmary is still stuck in my heart, and after looking at that Satoko in particular, she looked quite normal. But of course, I can't get rid of that sense of discomfort. The Satoko from when she was together with Satoshi often looked gloomy due to family problems and her aunt's absence. That's why the relationship of normal siblings. It's inconsiderate to Satoko to say this, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. But if Satoko is having a normal life, that's fine. Aside from that, the shocking thing was about the most important boy among our colleagues. I scanned for him among the present students many times, but he's nowhere to be seen. Maibara Keiichi is not here. Oh god, that is horrible. Oh god. What the fuck are Keiichi and Satoshi? Are they fucking like, Mayuri and Kurisu or something? They can't coexist simultaneously. Oh god, Jesus Christ. Maybe I'm not seeing well, or he's coincidentally absent today. I thought many times over about such excuses for myself, but even when I look at the on-duty list affixed to the wall, Keiichi's name is not there. On a place where the names of everyone in the class should be written, Keiichi's name is not written. Maibara Keiichi doesn't exist in this class. Oh god, Rika, I don't know what you gotta do it, but you gotta jump world lines now! Oh god. Oh god, no. Was it really true? Did Bernkastel solve everybody's issues? Oh god. Oh fucking hell. Oh god. Even though it's a world in June of 1983. I see. I recall that there were some rare worlds where Keiichi doesn't move here. Even if it wasn't the first time it happened. It was a sad thing. Keiichi has a major role in defeating the fate of June in 1983. Keiichi not showing up on the game board is the same as saying this game is definitely lost from the beginning. However, is this even turning into a game to begin with? Irie and Chikano aren't here at all, and there aren't any signs of the organization Tokyo researching Yamazawa syndrome. If they don't exist, then I don't have anything to fight against, right? If there's no need to fight, then I mean, in a sense, it means that even Keiichi's absence isn't a problem. No, in that case, there's no fate of June of 1983 or dead end from the start and In short, does it mean that the fate so solidly formed by the power of Takano's strong will, to the point of being able to call it a certainty, in this world, due to 1,000 dice showing ones, resulted in a different fate? I don't understand anything anymore. In the first place, I wonder if this is a world I can explain with the results of dice. Where on earth am I? Someone tell me. Without being able to concentrate on class, I let my head fill with the languid cry of the cicadas and the discomfort I still can't get rid of. Oh God, what's gonna happen? Oh God. Oh God. Stand up.
Lei!
Bow.
さようなら
Goodbye, says everybody. The class president was Mion. For some reason, such a thing makes me feel relieved. The class president was Mion. For some reason, such a thing makes me feel relieved. I see. I wonder if there are also club activities in this world. Now, if I receive the release of some nonsensical club activities, maybe these feelings of mine will clear up a bit. On a day with club activities, everyone is supposed to be called right after school. Expecting that, I remain seated while I watch everyone rushing out of the classroom. Satoko was among those rushing out to the corridor. And there's probably no club because Mion did that to calm down Satoshi, and oh God. Oh no. Satoko rushed at full speed towards the entrance, joking with other kids around the same age as her. Following her, Satoshi goes out of the room as well. Mion was preparing to go back home while chatting with Rena. Mion made the club for Satoko so she wouldn't have to go home to the abusive aunt and uncle. Oh, God. But if Bernkastel fixed everything, they never would have been abused in the first place, and the parents should be alive. Mion was preparing to go back home while chatting with Rena. Judging by this, it doesn't look like there'll be any club activities today. And I was earnestly longing for the club game so much. Even if the club felt a bit troublesome at times, I wonder if there are no club activities at all in this world. When I thought that and started to feel lonely, I saw Mion walking over to me with Rena, with a big grin plastered on her face. Whenever Mion puts on that smile, I don't really think of it as an incident. I can't feel any malice. My eyes meet with that Mion. Ah, what a relief.
Hey, Rika-chama.
So there are club activities after school. In this world as well, for sure. Hey, Rika-chama.
お帰りになる前にちょいといい？
Do you have a minute before going home?
部活なのですか
Me? Time for club activities? It was the first time I put on a smile in that world. After all, in this world where I don't understand anything happening, just my expectations coming true would be enough to make me happy now.
違うよ。明日の日直でしょ？
It's not that. You're on cleanup duty tomorrow, right?
はい、これ日誌ね。
Here's the journal.
で、部活って。
Aside from that, club activities?
なんだ、リカちゃんも私の部に入りたいの？
What is it, Rika-chan? Do you want to join my club?
Oh, so the club still exists. That's cool. Me! The words Mion said meant two things. First, I am not a club member yet. Secondly, the club activities existed for sure. Now that makes me very happy.
All right.
ならばフルでリカ、君に我が部への入部を許可しよう。
Then, Fruity Rika, I shall allow you to join my club.
みーちゃんおかしい。
Mi-chan, you're funny.
Rena smiles as though laughing at a funny joke. What is she laughing?
ただリカちゃんとは同じ部になれても部活動は一緒にはできないんだよね。
But even if Rika-chan joins our club, we can't do our club activities together.
どうしてなのですか？
Why not?
だって
It's because
リカちゃんちと私たちんち方向違うじゃない？
Rika-chan's house and our houses are in different directions, right?
Me? Wait, what's going on? Oh, okay, so there is no club. I guess the club Mion's talking about doesn't have club activities. It's the so-called going home club. In that case, since our ways back home are different, we can't do club activities together. That's what she meant. In other words, this world doesn't have club activities, just as I thought.
みーちゃん、
Mi-chan,
その部活動、たまにはリカちゃんと一緒でもいいんじゃないかな。
It would be nice if we could walk home together with Rika-chan once in a while. Oh, there we go, baby girl! Oh my god.
ん？
ah,
逆方向じゃん。
and directions are completely opposite, aren't they?
たまにはいいんじゃないかな。かな。
I wonder if we could do it once in a while. I wonder. Knowing that I'd come back home alone, Rena proposed to come back home together with me. Her kindness is the same of the Rena that I know well. There are no club activities, but Mion and Rena were still Mion and Rena.
私は悪いけどパスするわ。
Sorry, but I'll have to pass.
チャキチャキ直帰しておじさんとこバイト行かないとなんないんで。
I have to go straight home and then work at my uncle's shop.
そっか。
Then... Oh, then.
じゃあ、帰宅部の放課後活動は私とリカちゃんの2人でしよっか。
Let's have the after-school activities at the Go-Home Club. Just the two of us, Rika-chan.
ありがとうです。
Thank you.
Rena.
Thank you, Rena.
Yeah.
The three of us go towards the entrance. The only one whose outdoor shoes remained were us.
僕が知っているより上履きの数が少ないのです。
The number of indoor shoes is smaller than I thought. That's right. I tried to mutter it spontaneously. Then Rena answered me.
寂しいけど仕方ないよね。
It's sad, but it can't be helped.
よらば大樹、長いものにはぐるぐるってとこさね。
They say that if you seek shelter, look for around a big tree.
そんじゃ悪いけど、私はこのまま失礼させてもらうわ。
Then sorry. I'll take my leave now if you'll excuse me.
じゃ、レイナ、リカちゃんのエスコートお願いね。
What? Oh god! No! No!
Oh no, God! Oh no! 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 What? No. Okay. Worst timeline. Oh God! Worst timeline. Worst timeline. Oh God! No! Then Rina. Please escort Rika-chan. Oh God! No! 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 Oh God! Sure.
レイな
Reina. Huh?
何
Yes?
なんでもないです。
It's nothing. Rena was the Khan Rena I knew well, but her name was not Rena. Reina. That name is definitely Rena's real name, but the Rena of the world I know did away with it. Does it mean that she didn't cut her ties with the name Reina? Or is the path she walked to this day different from the world in the world that I know? If I'm not mistaken, Rena is convinced that she is responsible for the divorce of her parents and strongly hates herself. And then, after turning her life and herself into a mess, she parts ways with all that, and as a way to start a new self, she changes her own name to Rena. So it should be. Did it not happen? That makes sense if my theory is true. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. That's right, if Byrne solved everybody's problems, that means Retta's parents wouldn't get divorced, or at the very least she wouldn't blame them. Oh God, jeez. I wouldn't blame herself, I mean. Oh God, jeez. I'm starting to think my theory is true. At the end of this, is Rika gonna have some kind of conversation with Byrne and help her to go back? Oh God. I think that would be a nice way to end Higurashi for Rika and the 5D Rika, Byrne Castle, to meet and talk to each other. And what I realized from the conversation of now was not only that, regarding the number of people in the class. When I said the number of people in the class was small, they behaved as though there was a reason for that. In other words, the class in this world didn't have this number of people since the beginning. It decreased until it reached the present number. Neon starts running home, and I'll go home together with Rena. When I crossed the schoolyard, I could see Satoko playing zombie tag with others.
さとこちゃんを見てるの
Are you looking at Satoko-chan?
み
Me. Even with her name changed to Reina, she was still as sensitive as ever to these things.
さとこちゃんも悪気があってボールをぶつけたんじゃないと思うよ
I think Satoko-chan didn't hit you with the ball with ill intentions.
許してあげて
Forgive her, okay?
別にどうとも思っていませんですよ
I didn't think that way at all. Reina speaks like that in order to smooth things over. It sounded as though Satoko and I normally had no friendship. So I'll try asking.
僕とサトコは友達ではないのでしょうか。
I wonder if Satoko and I are not friends.
そんなことないよ。
And that stupid ass train is coming. Oh, come on. Jeez. Sorry, guys. It is. That's not true.
ちゃんと同じクラスの友達だよ。
You're good friends in the same grade. Right, yes, okay, thank God. Wait, but that doesn't fit with how Satoko was acting earlier. Uh-oh. The way she said it was enough of an answer. With this, I can already understand Satoko's cold behavior in the school infirmary. In other words, Satoko and I really aren't friends. That might be the truth. After all, if Satoshi is well, Satoko will spend more time together with him. The reason Satoko and I became what you could call close friends was because Satoko became all alone. I invited her to live with me and we started to live together. Of course, we were friends even before that, but our relationship was much weaker than in 1983. Maybe our relationship was nothing more than me occupying Satoshi's vacant seat. After all, oh God, no, Blueberry, please. Oh God, please don't do that, please. Oh no, please. No, come on. Don't think like that, please. If I think about that, if I think about an if situation, what if situation, where Satoshi is present in June of 1983, maybe this would be a natural occurrence in that future. I stubbornly look at how Satoko is fun playing. Having so much fun playing with the other classmates, there was no way Satoko would notice me going home. I'll stop thinking so deep into this. Compared to the real world I fought for, this world is nothing but defective wares. You said it, seriously. I don't need to understand such a broken world after all. The number of shops sure has dwindled. When we go through the shopping district with lots of shops with the shutters down, Rena muttered that. I was not interested in this world anymore. But as a classmate going home with her, I ended up unconsciously role-playing, replying.
どうしてこんなにもお店が減ってしまったのでしょう。
I wonder why the number of shops went down so much.
それは当然だよ。
That's natural.
来年までしか営業できないもんね。
Wait, what? After all, they're only able to do business until next year. What? What? What the actual fuck? Oh no.
Bernkastel didn't fix everything if what I'm thinking is true. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
来るお客さんだって減る一方だし。
On the other hand, a number of customers coming is also decreasing.
早めにお店を畳んじゃう人がいてもおかしくないよ。
It's not surprising that people are closing up shop early.
どうして来年までしか営業できないのですか？
Why can't they do business beyond that point?
仕方ないよ。立ち退きだし。
Oh my god. And there's another, it can't be helped. Oh god, jeez.
It can't be helped. It's the eviction.
Oh no. Hinamizawa is gonna be destroyed. Oh god. Bernkastel! You did so much work fixing literally everything else and you couldn't fix this. Oh god.
立ち退き？
Eviction? It's a pity, but it can't be helped.
残念だけど仕方ないもんね。それに村は沈んでも村が育んでくれた私たちの魂が滅びるわけじゃない。
Besides, even if the village sinks, it doesn't mean that our souls, raised in this village, will sink with it.
I'm taken aback upon hearing that. Could it be that no, impossible. Even in usual worlds, talk of Hinamizawa sinking under a lake always showed up. But thanks to Irie Institute's work behind the shadows, the project would be withdrawn. Then, if the Irie Institute doesn't exist to make the government withdraw, in other words, it means the dam project will advance smoothly.
じゃあ村はダムに？
Then, the village will be submerged by the dam? Counter. Which counter operation? I forgot, I'm sorry.
注水は来年で決定らしいよ。
It seems the flooding is scheduled for next year.
水没にはかなり日数がかかるそうだけど、私は見たくないな。
They say the flooding will take quite a number of days, but I don't want to watch it.
I wouldn't either. Oh god.
湖になった後ならともかく、沈んでる最中を見るのは悲しいかな。
After it becomes a lake, it doesn't matter. But to watch the flooding day by day would be heartbreaking.
反対運動とかはなかったのですか？
Was there an opposition movement?
最初はあったらしいね。
Oh yes, that's true. Yeah, that one. It can't be helped counter. One of these days, I will do the last bit of Taraimawashi. On like a random day, I'll just upload it. From what I've heard, there won't be. Yeah, that I swear to God, I will finish that up one day.
Seems there were a few in the beginning.
でも国の発展のために私たちだけがわがままを言うわけにもいかないし。
But for the sake of the country's development, it shouldn't be selfish.
よくは知らないけど、国の人も親身になって相談に乗ってくれたらしいよ。
I don't know that much about it, but it seems citizens all took part in the negotiations.
The dam war I'm being informed about by Reina. No, in this world, it didn't even become a war.
The arguments concerning the dam were completely different from the world I know. The Hinamizawa Dam project was announced just like in the world I know. The relation between the government seeking eviction and the residents refusing it gradually became stormy, and eventually the breaking point was reached. Things escalated into the dam war at the marsh. However, in this world, the circumstances were already different from the beginning. Early on, the relation between the village and the government was indeed stormy, but it seems it was soon resolved. On the occasion the Sonozaki and Kimiyoshi families negotiated with the government as representatives and complied with the eviction, they managed to obtain a commitment where the government would pay a compensation of a large sum. So they just took the money? They reacted completely differently? After that, the three great houses and the villagers had a conference. The fact that nobody wanted to lose their home was the same here. But to the villagers you couldn't exactly call it prosperous. The compensation money was from the government was by no means small. The people grew anguished. If we abandon the land, we'll be cursed by Orishido-sama, they whispered. However, the head of the Furude family, in other words, my father, declared that if we build a new shrine for Orishido-sama and don't forget to respect him, Orishido-sama will not curse us. Even though there were some objections, the elders eventually agreed to it after a few years. Besides the compensation, they demanded from the government the moving of the Furude shrine, the cemetery, and the symbolic trees, and also that the destination all this would be moved to be renamed Hinamizawa. If all that was satisfied, they'd consider complying with the eviction. Oh my god, this is insane. The government agreed to these. They proposed a preferential moving right next to the public residential district being created inside Shishibone City. As for renaming the town, they'd considered the maximum... Okay, this is not... I'm trying to figure out what this translation is saying. Wait, what? Okay, they'd consider to the maximum the proposal of the citizens, and also agreed. That's a real awkward wording. Consider to the maximum. I don't think I've ever heard that turn of phrase. And also agreed with the moving of the shrine and the cemetery. I wonder if I could work that into standard speech. I'll consider something to the maximum. In other words, even though years of strife had passed, in this world, the dam war doesn't happen. And things were settled through a conference. And the villagers agreed to the dam project. So Satoko's family was never ousted. Oh my god. I hear that regular construction work on the dam had already started several years ago, And on the village's larger roads, construction vehicles come and go incessantly. And then, with the deadline for the eviction as being established as being the end of April of the next year, there are already many families starting to move without waiting for the deadline. Dusty posters are attached to the shutters of the closed shops. On top of them it was written, "Thank you very much for your patronage during all these years." Occasionally, I also found posters written with jam opposition, but they were very weathered, silently indicating that the jam war was already something that was over long ago.
クラスの子も全員が公営住宅に行くわけじゃないみたいだね。
It looks like not all the kids from our school will go to public residencies.
さとこちゃんちなんかはよそへ引っ越しちゃうみたいだよ。
It looks like Satoko-chan's family will move elsewhere.
仲良しのみんな全員と会えるのも来年までかと思うと、
When
な
I
んだか
think,
寂しいよね。
oh no. When I think that I'll only be able to see my friends again until next year, I feel kind of sad. Me, oh god, that is the saddest me ever. Oh god, jeez. Oh god, Vanna, oh god. Oh my god, jeez. The village we were born and raised in, sinking under a lake, is really heartbreaking. But after knowing that, I thought the classmates who wholeheartedly played today were really strong. And then, the fact that the jam war didn't happen must have affected many other things that would start from there. That means that the first murder never happened. And oh my god, so Satoko would have never gotten stressed, and oh god. I think Rika has not realized that this means her parents are probably alive. Oh my god, jeez. Are we gonna see her parents? Oh my god, jeez. For example, the relationship between the Sonozaki and Hojo families. In the early days of the dam war, the Hojo family declares support to the dam project and opposes the Sonozaki family, and for that they end up as the scapegoats of the village for a long, long time. However, in this world, that conflict doesn't happen, so...
さとこちゃんのお家？
Satoko-chan's family?
さあ、普通だと思うけど。
Well, I think they're normal, you know?
別にみーちゃんちとも特別接点はないと思うけどな。
I don't think they have much interaction with Mi-chan's family in particular.
さとこは家族と仲良くできてますか？
Here we go, this is an important question. Does Satoko get along well with her family?
あ、お父さんの話？
You mean her father? Even without the problems accompanying the dam war, to Satoko the existence of her father-in-law injured her heart. Then she had an outburst of L5, pushed her parents from the viewing platform of a park, and as a result of that, she was left in the care of her cruel uncle and aunt. That's right. The father-in-law's existence will certainly become the entry gate for Satoko's unfortunate fate later on.
今にして思うと、最初の頃のギクシャクした関係もいい思い出かもしれないね。
You mean Satoko didn't kill her parents? Oh, that's good at least. Oh god, seriously. I know what I'm titling part 2 of this. Oh my god. Thinking now, maybe a strange relationship in the beginning is a good foundation.
血がつながっていない親子だからこそ、
Since they're not blood related.
互いが父であろう娘であろうと努力することによって、ひょっとすると実の親子より強い絆を作れることもあるかもしれないもの。
They both make a great effort to be father and daughter, and perhaps thanks to that, they might be able to create an even stronger bond than that of a real parent and child.
私も何度かお話をしたことあるけど、家族を支えようと頑張るいい人だったよ。
I've said it several times, but he's a good person who tries his best to support his family.
それ、さとこの今のお父さんの話なのですか？
Then, are you talking about Satoko's present father?
うん。
Yes. In other words, it means that in this world, the result of the dice that threatened Satoko were not won even once. To Satoko, this place is a blessed world. I wonder if that's what it means. My walk back home with Reina, oh god, that feels so horrible to say, was helpful to get to know this world. And now I knew how this world's makeup betrayed my common sense completely. There's a reason Reina is not Rena. In her case, things also developed differently from the start. First, the Ryugu family never moved to Ibaraki. The Ryugu family had continued to live in Hinamizawa this whole time up to this point. Her mother continued to be designer for a small local company. And her father changed careers to assist her business, and it was in charge of selling the things his wife designed. If both roles, design and selling, are done by husband and wife, certainly the two of them would have a greater resonance with each other. As usual, her mother seems to have taken the stronger stance, but for the time being, the relationship of her parents is ordinary. At the very least, a divorce seems unlikely. To Reina, that's a harmonious family. Being perfectly satisfied with that, Reina declared that she thinks this is probably a happy life. To understand that without having painful experiences. Rena was indeed Rena. I heard about the Takano clinic, too. It was just what the big physician Yamamoto was saying. Takano Clinic was still called the Takano Clinic in the past, just not in English. The founder was Takano Ifumi. Right after the Second World War, he put up a surprisingly splendid clinic in Yamizawa that did not have a doctor, and was extolled as a celebrity by the villagers. In the place where a stone monument was built to honor Irie in the world I know, I heard a stone monument was built to honor Takano. After Takano passed away, there were no successors to take over the clinic, and for a long time it had been left abandoned. Then the man from Okonomiya, called Yamamoto, came and restored the place as Takano Clinic. Oh, here we go. Okay. Takano discovered the Hinamizawa syndrome and sought a sponsor for the research, but he couldn't obtain it. Then before long, Takano Mio took over the research, but if we assume that Takano actually had managed to obtain a sponsor, That would explain the fact of the Takano Clinic being built right after the Second World War, without Takano Mio or Irie ever showing up. In other words, it probably means that the Takano of this world was blessed by the results of the dice. So I do wonder, did he cure the Hinamizawa syndrome way back then, in the 60s, or the 50s even? Oh my god. After coming this far, I somehow understand. In this world, the results of the dice most probably turned out the exact opposite of the worlds I know well. The people themselves are nothing different, but the results of the divine dice, shaken for the sake of those people, are all inverted. Indeed, all of that could be expressed in such a strange world. And now, while talking to Reina, there's another thing I realized. In this world, I don't have friends. I'm a lonely person. If Keiichi doesn't transfer schools and come here, if there are no activities, club activities, and if Satoko doesn't care about me, maybe that's just to be expected. After coming to that realization, finally I understood what Reina meant when she felt sorry for me going home alone, and decided to keep me company in the Go Home Club activities.
じゃあまた明日ね。
Then, see you tomorrow.
え、
Huh?
そっか。
I see. At a place that is not in front of the shrine, I got confused for a moment when Reina told me see you tomorrow, but I immediately realized. This place is in front of the Furude head house. Seeing that Takano was nowhere to be seen, and both the Irie Institute and the research on Hinamizawa syndrome doesn't exist, the death of my parents won't happen either. In the beginning, my parents collaborated with the research. But after I was bedridden with a high fever, they stopped cooperating, and after experiencing some trouble with the clinic, they were killed. Oh God. My mother is the hysteric type who can't calm down at all when she starts to make a fuss. Since she starts to make a fuss, it's natural for the Irie Institute, wanting to advance the research in secret, to want to seal her mouth. She knew the Irie Institute was a shady existence, and yet she took that kind of attitude. So to an extent, we could even say she reaped what she sowed. At any rate, no matter how many times I started over and warned them, I couldn't overturn their fate. So I had already resigned to the fact that my parents would retire from the game board in Showa 56. Besides, I've repeated things many times over. Since I've seen my parents' faces for many decades, I got fed up with them. Our relationship wasn't good from the start. Those parents of mine are here, in the world of June of 1983.
また明日会おうね。
Let's meet again tomorrow.
バイバイ。
Bye bye.
さよならなのですよ。
Goodbye.
ニパー。
Nipa. I see Reina off and look at my real house. I could see my mother beating dust out of the cushions as they dried in the garden. Even being an existence bound to disappear in the normal world, in this world she's remained here the whole time. I didn't know how I should approach her.
リカなの？
Okay, I think right now is a good place to stop. I will pause. Wow, yeah, these old menus. Oh my god. I think now is a good place to stop, so. I will continue this in 2 days, hopefully if my voice doesn't die and I get sick again, but, oh my god. How is she gonna get out of this? Oh, Jesus Christ. Ah, jeez. It never ends, does it? It never ends. Bye, Niggles, and thank you for everyone for joining me today. You're all so sweet to seriously join me for this. Thank you so much. And I will hopefully see you all again in 2 days for what I think will be the conclusion of Saikoroshi. Alright? I'll see you all then, and goodbye. Good night.